Growing Better Connections, a project within Cwmarian Renewable Energy, CARE, has been privileged to work with inspirational people and projects. We're enthusiastic to share what we've achieved and our plans for the future. From 2019, we provided opportunities for the people and landscape of North East Pembrokeshire to thrive through practical action, training events, skill sharing, citizen science and lots more. This film showcases some of our work, asks questions of some of the inspiring people we've worked with and outlines our plans. Since 2019, we've coordinated 68 community connection activities and established 4 local networks. We've planted and gapped up 3.36 kilometres of new hedges, as well as planting and managing 35.5 acres of new woodland. With the help of volunteers, we've taken 600 water samples from the Afon Nyfer, supported the design of 5 publicly accessible food growing spaces, and helped implement biodiversity management on 121.2 acres of meadowland, field margin and heathland. We asked some of the people we've worked with about their involvement with Growing Better Connections.
I think being part of Growing Better Connections in terms of hosting events on the farm, but also benefiting from little projects with volunteers helping us out, has been really useful in getting on with some of the things we've always, we've wanted to do in coming here and having the small holding. And it's also, I think, achieved one of the project's early goals, certainly for us, which is helping us make those connections with other people in the community.
It has been really nice having people onto the farm. I've really enjoyed that when we've had groups here putting the hedgerow in, making the compost, the meadow day as well. That was great. And I've liked making cakes and having people around for cups of tea and all that sort of stuff. It just makes it feel like the whole community is getting involved.
Being a project officer for Growing Better Connections has meant a great deal to me personally. It's provided the opportunity to work with inspirational and amazing people and projects to increase biodiversity in my local area. So to quote Gandhi, if we could change ourselves, the tendencies in the work would also change. And I feel like that's what we've managed to achieve over the past 3 years with Growing Better Connections.
For me, I've loved the sharing, so sharing of knowledge, skills, and making food together and sharing. I've really loved that. And connecting with people of like minds. So that's been great.
The apple pressing has done really well, and the feedback from the people when we do the volunteer things, it's really helped that community, and that feels really good.
Growing Better Connections has meant so much to me over the last 3 years, mainly from the perspective of Cwmarian Renewable Energy as an organisation, in that the project has allowed us to do so much more with nature than we had before, connect with so many more people in our community, connect them with nature and with each other.
It's meant a great deal, actually. It's meant that I've connected with my community a lot more, and meeting other people who are interested in the same things that I'm interested in, basically. It's given me a lot more confidence to participate in events and to go out and sort of try and do it on my own. So like the foraging was really good. I got a lot out of that, and the Himalayan balsam event, I go out now into, and whenever I see it, I just pick it up and have like a little day doing that, which is really good. I really enjoy them. It gives me more positive vibes about the future in our community, that other like-minded people are on the same track, doing permaculture, growing, and other different events like that.
This Clean project is another one on his list, and it's been a complete joy to do it, to meet new people, yeah, and go to different little streams here. Makes me value all the little streams and rivulets that go into the bigger streams. It makes me look at them in a very different way, and also to be enabled as a citizen, to be enabled to by monitoring, to actually have a little bit more power within the area of the environment, which is something that most of us feel quite powerless with. On the whole, I think a lot of us despair, but I think projects like this give us hope.
A few years ago, I was involved with the National Park, and the National Park were involved in a project called SWEPT, which was looking at the quality of the water in the Clearview catchment basin. So I got involved with that, and I thought that was a wonderful idea, should be replicated in the Nevern catchment basin. So talked to a load of different people, and then Cwmarian came on the scene, and it seemed a perfect fit.
We also asked some of the people we've worked with what they would like to see more of in their local area.
What I would like to see or get more involved in is waste management. It concerns me that there is so much food waste, either people not understanding how to use their food or not knowing what to do with their vegetable peelings and things like that. And I think it would be really important if people could understand what to do with the stuff out of their rabbit hutch. If necessary, try and get some sort of communal, I don't know whether it'd even need to be a biodigester, but the idea of getting communal compost together, which could then be distributed around, I just think that would really help if there was more knowledge and understanding of how to deal with organic waste.
Things for the future are definitely that Growing Better Connections has access and knowledge of all of the ecology-based grants that can be leveraged for benefit on small farms and in communities. And I think still it comes back to what Growing Better Connections means and the things we're trying to still do here, which is make, at least as far as we're able to influence it, Rhondda be a place that is fruitful for us, fruitful for others around us, but is still fruitful for ecology and wildlife.
I'd love to see more of what we've been doing today with the biodynamic growing and making preparations, because I've been interested in that for a long time. And yeah, more connecting with people, maybe visits to other communities who are having community gardens, that kind of thing, or people doing things well.
Last year we asked if we could do more of biodynamic things, and you have. So that's great. You've already ticked that box. It would be great to have a follow-up from some of the biochar things, how they're doing, what's the next step on that. That would be amazing.
What I'd like to see more of is the delivery of a second phase to the projects that we've started. In the 3 years, we've started some really fantastic projects, and I'd like to see them continue and grow and develop and expand in their reach, both geographically and the people that they're engaging.
Oh, hiya! Because I attract wildlife wherever I go. I think it's actually a shield beetle. I'll take it home as a souvenir, I think. I think I'd like to have a lot more family-orientated events that I can bring my daughter along to. Like today's been really good about the identifying plants and stuff, but maybe some like pond dipping and more events that I can bring her to. Like I went to a lichen identification and she'd have loved that. Mushroom foraging or growing. I'd like to see a lot more growing, and it's just really interesting to see lots of different experts in their field and they just light up about a project that they're talking about, and that's absolutely incredible that you can get you can ask them loads of questions that you wouldn't normally find, and I just think that's fantastic.
And more of everything they're doing. I think they are a fantastic organisation. They are all about connecting, and I feel that sense of connection. I think I'd like to be able to go to more of their events. That's what I'd like to see myself, being even more a part of the things that they put on, that they pilot. Yes, I'm a great fan of Better Connections.
Building on the success of the Growing Better Connections project, Cwm Arian Renewable Energy, CARE, plans to continue working on the CLEAN project, a catchment-level environmental action network, focusing on the Afon Nyfer, developing a community-led catchment management plan, protecting and enhancing the internationally significant habitats within that area, and listening to the people whose voices are not being heard. We will also develop the Feeding Our Communities project by working with 4 communities in Carmarthenshire to design their green spaces and by continuing to provide community meals locally. Plans are afoot for CARE's other projects, Heath and Hedgerow and Fruit and Bounty. These projects are supporting land managers, small businesses and individuals to improve biodiversity and local food production. Look out for training on sustainable orchard management, soil health, composting and innovative uses of waste materials. We're also launching Ein Coed in 2023, a fruit and nut sharing network for Pembrokeshire.